What is up, friends? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but I have to tell you guys I have gone in deep with something else other than crawlers. And I'll show you a little bit of it today. And I totally did not prepare for this at all, so everything's a little bit dirty. But if this doesn't kind of give it away, if you're not familiar with what these are popularly used for, let me show you what I'm talking about. You may have gotten bits and pieces of it from a previous video, but this is it. Drifting, yeah. Been into RC drifting pretty heavy. I fell off the deep end with these things. I got started with an RTR kit, which you guys saw, I think, in the background of a couple videos. But then I fell off the deep end and just kind of went nuts. So here's my Yokomo YD2ZX. Mostly factory settings. There's a few changes I've made, but this is it. And this is my shell that I completed, actually just completed. I don't know how I feel about it just yet, but that's what's had my attention lately. So I'm not gonna get too deep into this. If you guys wanna know more about this or see some of the videos, let me know and I can probably make that happen. But this video is about something else, which I'm sure you guys have seen enough of, but I finally got my hands on one, the TRX4M by Traxxas. And as you can tell, I got a Defender. And because I don't have a huge channel with a massive following and all that stuff, I wasn't able to get one sent to me pre-release, obviously. And even picking one up, I didn't go. All the stores around me had one in stock the day they were released, but I just didn't go. I had work or something, some other reason, or I was drifting. So I haven't been able to find one. I finally called a place today, and this one was reserved by somebody, and that store had 48 hours for the people to come pick it up, and they did not come pick it up. So when I called today, they said that they had this guy sitting around and he'd be willing to get rid of it since the guy didn't show. So I booked it over there. Anyway, I'm gonna rip this out of the box real quick. I'm not gonna do a full unboxing. If you want to see one of those, there are plenty of them on YouTube. So let me pull this thing out real quick and then we'll just kind of go over it real quick. Well, that didn't take long at all. That was literally a few seconds. It comes with all this junk, which I'm sure you're aware of. Battery and the charger USB deal and the famous top qualifier remote. I have one that I have for another Traxxas that I play with, which I actually don't think you guys have ever even seen, but it's the Fiesta ST. Anyway, so I'll probably just use that remote. I'll just bind it. It's actually right there. Bind it to this guy so I don't have to use 10 different remotes. It's like cellophane. Like Thanksgiving dinner. Let's take it off. Okay. I'm gonna break the clips on the first day. Yeah, if you can't tell by now, I got the blue. Not because it was my first choice, but because it's what was available. I probably would have went with the Bronco if I had a choice, but I'll take this thing. I think it's pretty sweet anyway. Definitely the more intense little scale dude. This guy will be fun to put that Pro Light kit on. I don't really intend to crawl this thing or build it to crawl too crazy, but I mean, the Defender's already known for not being a great crawler because it's so top heavy and everything. So this will definitely be more of like a scale deal for me. I'm not even sure if I'm going to hang on to this thing. I might get rid of it. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely need to play with it first. Feels pretty solid. Which ones are these? Traxxas Canyon Trail tires. Not bad. The shop near me that I went to didn't really have that many accessories. They had like one of everything. Things had been picked through. And it's kind of slim pickings there. I'm thinking about the high speed motor, because if I think this is like that trail motor, the mid level, I think. I don't know, we'll see here in a minute, but yeah, it seems pretty decent. I like that they mounted this on the axle instead of the chassis. Little ESC and receiver combo battery thing. Everybody's talking about how good this thing is. Let's see. Yeah, it feels pretty solid. Feels like it'll hold a battery. Okay, sweet. Well, let me get this thing, let me bind this to the controller, get the battery in it, and we'll check it out. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let me get it set up. All right, we got her all set up. I got her bound to my older remote that I had. Got the battery in. Binding it took me a minute because it doesn't have a receiver. It's an ESC receiver combo. So if any of you guys are trying to do that, let me actually tell you how to do that real quick. It's pretty simple. You leave the battery unplugged. Let's see. I have one issue already that I need to tell you guys about. So you leave this unplugged, and then you hold down this button right here, the power button. While you're holding it down, plug it in, and it'll get it into binding mode. It'll be flashing red, and then you get your TQ remote or TQI, whatever you have, and basically just do the same thing. You hold down the set button, turn it on while you're holding it down. It'll be in bind mode, and it binds instantly. And then you're good to go. So now I can use this with my TRX4M and my Fiesta Rally, which is chilling right there. It has, I'm sure you guys know, lights on it already. Here, okay, let me show you this issue that I'm having real quick. Okay, so here's one of the body clips. There's the front, there's the rear. So all these are supposed to do, they have a little like edge on them right there. They clip on to the frame, the chassis. You go down, clips on, right? Everything looks good, it's mounted. My front one keeps coming undone on its own. There, see, I can't even, it won't clip on. It did now, but I'll drive it around for a second and it's loose. Then I can just pick it up. So if you're ever crawling with it and that comes loose, the body will go to flip backwards and you're toast. That thing will flip for you. So I don't know what I'm gonna do to figure that out. I might just wedge something in there behind that clip to kind of force it. Apply some pressure. No foams in the tires. Tires feel good. Steering feels awesome. It is noticeably better than the SCXs, but telling you only does so much. Let's drive it around the garage real quick so you guys can see it. Yeah, this factory motor is not bad. It's like a definitely faster than the SCX24 out of the box, without a doubt. But it will slow crawl, but you don't have as much control. This is a pretty solid, well-rounded motor. I mean, you can use this for either or. But I probably want to end up with that high-speed motor just for fun, since this is more of a trail truck scale thing than it's going to be a crawler. Definitely going to put some wheels and tires on it. The body does a little torque twist. Do you see that? That's not bad, though. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'll take it over the rocks just so we can play with it. It's nothing much. You'll see. Yeah, just a little gravel on the side of my house. All right, here's the little mini course I have at the house. You can definitely tell this thing's size on this course. It looked a lot more similar in size to the SCX24 before I put it on this, but on here it really stands out. There's a cat on my mountain. Checking this thing out, dude. You can hear that thing whining. Oh, come on, this thing already wants to flip. Just have to give it a surprising amount of throttle to get it to move with this motor up a hill like this. Tires sound grippy, but they're not doing much. Well, that was kind of a fail. We'll compare the size here in a second. See what I mean? Look at that. I haven't done anything. Why is it unclipping? That is frustrating. Even the cat thinks so. Come on, dude. This is crazy. Brand new truck. Well, let's try a different angle. Definitely need to get some weights in the front of this thing. Some brass wheels should be massive. Look at that. It's not even sticking. How frustrating is that? Oh, I'm surprised it didn't tip there. All right, we're high centered. Okay, well, let's do simple then. Let's just go straight up this thing. How frustrating is this? Let's see if you can see it. See the clip there? It's not clipping. The clip won't clip. Jeez, let's see if we can just go straight over this little hump. There we go. It looks good doing it. Oh, that turning radius is amazing. I struggle with that corner with the SCXs. Don't want to send this thing flying off the table on the first go. With my luck, I would. Wouldn't be the first time I've done it with a new crawler. There she comes. All right, let's see what it does over here. Here's a good size comparison. Move these guys. No worm gear, so that sucker just wanted to go. Let's see if we can make it up this. Ooh, nice, very impressive. It looked like it was gonna roll on me. For being as noticeably bigger as it is than the SCX24, it gets around this little course pretty well. Landed on a box. We'll go check that out real quick. All right, yeah, we looked out. Landed on a box, no damage at all whatsoever. It went from actually a box that's like 6 inches under the table to a box that's 6 inches below that and just stopped right there. So we got lucky. It's the hard body, top heaviness of this, that's not making this thing amazing right here. You would think it would just make quick work of this with its size, but... Oh. And for size comparison, there it is with the Gladiator. Okay, so let's do a quick size comparison. There's the TRX4M. Here's my Gladiator on big old little guy racing tires. Super close. I mean, super close. You can tell the body is definitely bigger. Freaking clip. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. You can tell it's definitely bigger when they're right next to each other, but the wheelbase is almost the exact same, if not exactly the same. Probably be better off putting that on a flat surface where you can actually see it. And then this little guy, Reaper. This is obviously a short body anyway. That's like just like a super 24 scale crawler, so probably not the best example, but look at that. You could probably easily mount either body on each other and it would look super normal. If anything, those tires probably should go on that. And here is the FMS with smaller tires. That's actually probably the closest comparison. Yeah, so it's really not that much bigger. I mean, it's slightly bigger. It's just like a wider, thicker body, but pretty close. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Just wanted to show you guys this thing that I got. It's cool. It's a lot of fun. I might tinker with it, throw some wheels on it, see what I can change. But there it is. The new TRX4M Land Rover in blue. Sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll come back with you with something soon. Let me know if you want to see any more about the drifting, and I'll see what I can do for you.